It's not easy for me, you know. Watching you mourn the love of your life, knowing I can't even begin to compete.
Well, if you don't like it, you know where the door is.
But I don't want to leave. I want us to work it out. That's why I'm coming with you today, to be by your side.
And a bit late for the loyal wife bit?
Not too late, though. It's never too late.
That's a matter of opinion.
Mike, whatever Alma meant to you, still means to you. She's gone. But I'm still here. I'm still your wife.
Have you finished in the bathroom?
Yeah?
Good.
I will now invite Ken to read a personal tribute to Alma.
Well, this is very different, but very Alma. Alma wanted today to be a happy day, a celebration. And anyone who knew Alma has a cause to celebrate. Alma was not a world leader, a royal or a celebrity, but she was a very brave, kind and honest woman. And that made her very special to all of us. She didn't judge us, and she understood when we were upset or lonely or depressed, because she had felt that way too. And she could share our joy in the little things that are important in the lives of ordinary people. She was one of us. We could go to her with our problems, and we did, without fear or shame or embarrassment, knowing that she would listen and respond with warmth and acceptance. It breaks my heart that when Alma became ill and realized she was dying, she told almost no one. She didn't ask for help, but that was Alma. In fact, she went out of her way to avoid pity by keeping the truth a secret from practically everyone she knew. Look, I know Alma wanted this to be a happy day, but I'm afraid I cannot ignore the fact that she suffered unnecessarily, that this tragedy need not have happened, and we needn't have lost her this way. But if it's sad to lose her, we can be glad that we knew her and that she was part of our lives. Alma will always be remembered in our hearts.
You should eat something.
Not hungry?
You shouldn't drink on an empty stomach.
No, you're right. I don't know how you dare show your face.
I just wanted to pay my respects.
Respect? You don't know the meaning of the word.
I don't think that's very fair.
I know what you did.
Look, I was in a very difficult position. I knew this was a mistake. I should have just gone home after the service.
And Mike, thank you for 7 very happy years of marriage. We certainly had our ups and downs, but I think in the end we were quite good for each other. And would you please just get in touch with Mark, eh? Because life's too short. And finally, Audrey. Audrey, you've been one of the best mates anybody in the whole world could have. And thank you. Thank you for sort of dragging me through these last few months. I haven't been the greatest house guest in the world, and I'm really going to miss you. No tears, eh? Look, you've all meant so much to me. I just cannot believe I'm not going to see you all again. But by the time you watch this, I'll be gone. So, hey, listen, I've had a wonderful life. And a lot of that's been down to you lot. So thank you. Just remember me, eh?
Morning. Had a bit of a shock then. Thought I'd found a grey hair. False alarm, though. You wouldn't care if I did go grey, would you?
Darling, I couldn't care less if you went bald.
He speaks. Wonders will never cease. Mike.
Not now.
We can't go on like this. Me in the spare room, avoiding each other at the factory.
Well, you won't have any problem with that today, because I won't be there.
You're still going? To the lakes?
I am.
So you can go and scatter her ashes, but you won't spare me the time to talk? What do I have to do to get your attention, Mike? Die?
You disgust me.
We'll talk when you get back.
You know, it really is beautiful here, isn't it? I can understand why Alma always wanted to come here for our holidays. I want to go to Florida, you know, more golf courses, but she got her own way.
Why did you throw that marriage away, Mike? Hmm? Why did you break her heart?
I never meant to. Oh, listen to me. Yes, I did. Well, I did at the time. Can't hurt her now.
No one can now. Come on.
I wonder what's on her mind.
Maybe Rye's making unusual demands.
What, like an extra digestive biscuit with his cocoa at bedtime?
All right. It might get you all overexcited.
Oh, Haley, I don't know what's happening. I just got this sudden urge.
Stop your cackling and get on with your work.
Oh, taking notice of her. Now that Baldwin's off, the gob will be on autopilot.
I said work, not stop. If that order isn't finished, you'll all have to look for other jobs.
What's going on?
It's an important order.
What's going on?
Mike won't talk to me.
Are you surprised?
He hates me.
Linda, you were sleeping with another fella.
Yeah, if we could just talk about it. He's obsessed with Alma. I mean, how do I compete with a corpse?
Oh, you need to take your mind off at you. Why don't you just give us an hand? Bobby's machine's standing idle. Come on. You said yourself it's a big order.
No, I've got more important things to do in here. You get on with it.
Shouldn't we say something?
Like what?
I don't know, but I mean, we can't just tip her overboard.
You say a few words then, huh?
Okay. Alma, this is a wonderful place. I just understand why.
Talk to her like she was still here, Mike. I mean, if you could say goodbye just one more time, what would you say?
Alma, I'm sorry it all went wrong. I don't know, I caused you a lot of pain with the lies and the deceit. You deserve someone better.
Mike.
No, I can't let it go.
Come on. It's time to say goodbye, Alma, lovey. I want you to know I will never, ever forget you. I'm going to remember all the good times we've spent together. Getting ready to go out. You sitting on the bed while you were deciding what to wear. And that time you swore blind you could get her into a size 10. Oh, how I envied those big, beautiful eyes. Do you know when Alfie died? I thought the world would just swallow me up. But you, dearest friend, you made me see that life goes on. You made me feel young again. Thank you. Shall I? You are the best friend in the world. Sleep well, dear one. Bye,
What?
My life feels empty already. Do you know, I feel so alone.
You got Gail and the kids.
Well, you've got a wife and a son.
Linda. It's times like this when you realise what you've got and what you haven't got.
You made your bed, Mike, huh?
Yeah. Got a funny marriage, me and Linda.
Mike.
You said it'd never last. You were right. Everyone was right. She's no lady. Not Linda. Not like Alma.
Well, that much was obvious from the start. I mean, I thought that's what appealed to you.
Appealed to my vanity. Attractive young girl. Sexy. Whatever did you see in me?
Your wallet, perhaps?
Do you know what? A few years ago, when the business was in trouble, things were looking bleak. Do you know what Alma did? Sold her share of the caff and bailed me out. You see, she loved me that much. That was to happen with Linda. Whew. She'd grab her jewels and she'd be down at M1 before you could blink.
Mike, come on. You can't make comparisons. I mean, Linda isn't Alma and she never will be. But she's your wife.
Nah.
For better, for worse, come on.
She was a mistake. I know it. She knows it. I married a heartless, little...
Ah, Mike, you know, I know you've never had a very high opinion of me. Dizzy blonde who married well. But I had a really good marriage with Alfie, despite what people thought. I love that man. And you know, there's something I had to do before I could love him properly. I had to let go of my past. All those silly, stupid and wonderful things that I'd done. All the fellows. Believe me, there were quite a few.
I bet there was.
But Alma's gone now, so let her rest in peace. Move on. Don't let your feelings for her colour how you see Linda.
Do you know what? You're not bad for a dizzy blonde.
Oh.
That Alf was a very lucky man.
I was a very lucky woman.
That was Reuben's secretary on the phone. Says he wants to talk to me.
What did you say?
I told the toffee-nosed cow that Mrs. Baldwin is indisposed.
Well, good for you.
At least somebody wants to talk to me, even if my husband don't.
Why don't you put him out of your mind, then?
Right. Let's see if I've lost my golden touch. What you doing? What's it look like I'm doing? Frying eggs?
Oh, bored are you? Sat in your throne room?
Look, I said this order's dead important. Important enough to get me behind a machine, like I said I never would. And important enough for you lot to work the weekend.
You kidding?
We either pull together or sink together. The choice is yours. There you are. I've been worried.
There's no need to be.
It's been chaos at that factory.
I'm sure you can cope.
Been on Bobby's machine all day. I told the girls I've got to work this weekend.
Look, can this wait till some other time? I'm bushed.
How was it?
Well, how do you think it was, saying goodbye to someone I loved?
It must have been hard. Still, it's over now, isn't it? She's at rest.
I can do with another drink.
Right, I'm going to pack my bags. I'll book into hotel.
If that's what you want.
No, Mike, it's not what I want. What I want is for us to talk about what's happened and see if we can save our marriage.
Our marriage? Do you call what we've got a marriage?
I just want us to work it out.
What I had with Alma, that was a marriage.
Well, Mike, if it was so flaming perfect, why did you sleep with Julia Stone?
Don't you lecture me about faithfulness after all the men you've been with. There was Mark, Reuben, how many more I don't know about?
I don't stand a chance with you, do I? I never will because I'm not Alma.
No, you are not.
Look, Mike, I'm sorry. OK? I'm sorry for what I did with Harvey. How many more times do I have to apologise? Do you want me to beg for forgiveness? Is that it? Because if that's what it takes to get you to talk to me about this, I'll do it. I'll do anything. All I'm asking for is another chance.
Oh, you're still here?
What do you mean?
Thought you'd have packed your bags by now.
I'm not going anywhere. Listen, Mike, why don't you take the morning off? Get around to golfing or something?
You amaze me. It just hasn't sunk in, has it?
What?
If we don't get that order out, we're in real trouble. You just don't understand, do you?
I know how serious it is, Mike, but we'll do it. The girls are up for it, I'm up for it.
We all know that.
All I'm saying is anyone who can't use a machine is just a spare part. There's no need for you to be there. Trust me.
Trust you? Now you're being ridiculous. Right, I'm off. You coming? Or using your own car?
No, I'll come with you.
Newly wedded bliss, eh? I remember it well.
Yeah? It's all right, innit?
Blimey. Must be love.
Must be.
Right, you lot, this is the happy smiling faces. This is an emergency. So get on those machines and get cracking. Or the next time you lot meet, it'll be down the dole office.
And I think what Mike meant to add is that we're both very grateful to you all for coming in on a Sunday.
I should think so, too. You closed that factory for 2 days, and then you drag us in of a weekend to make up for lost time? What kind of a management's that?
Yeah, all right, Janice. So, are we all here? Has anyone seen Haley?
No.
Right, come on.
Aww. Can't cope without you, can they?
What are you doing here?
What do you reckon, you and me tonight at the new Italian place in town?
Yeah. And that should make up for his missing breakfast in bed.
Hey, you two. We haven't got time for social visits.
Oh, leave him alone. Just because somebody's got a happy marriage.
What do you mean by that?
No. Only you don't have to be Claire Rayner to know there's something up with you and Baldwin.
We're fine, all right, we're fine. Now, if you're finished...
Right, I'll see you later. The restaurant's booked at 7:30.
Hang on a sec. If you've made arrangements for tonight, you better unmake 'em. And the same goes for the rest of you. No one leaves this factory until we're finished.
You what?
I'm sorry. The rate we're going, we're looking at an all-nighter.
You're joking?
Do you see me laughing? And if we're behind, don't blame me, blame Haley. I told you, if we're going to do this, we need all hands on deck.
This is a shambles. A complete shambles. I mean, this lot's like watching the living dead. We haven't even got our best machinist.
Mike, please, I told you we'll do it.
You see the look on Baldwin's face there?
I know, yeah.
Senna says they're in divorce courts by Christmas.
Janice, don't.
Aw. 20 then. What's going on with you and Baldwin? You can cut the atmosphere with a knife.
Just leave it, will you, Janice? I don't want to talk about it.
Look at you. What are you doing back behind them pumps? When did this happen?
This afternoon.
Well, good for you, love. I'm chuffed. I am, really am.
Yeah, well done, Toya.
Right, what can I get you?
Right, 5 course.
Oh, come on, Ailey. You're the last one.
Well, she started after us. She's doing well to catch up.
This is my last sin now.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Finished!
Well done, everybody. Thanks, Haley.
I didn't think we'd get that finished. I think I've gone cross-eyed.
Well, at least you can go home and get some kip.
Oh, no, you can't. Not till you're drunk this lot.
Hey, nice one, boss.
Well, if we'd have known we were going to get something like that, we'd have sawn a lot faster.
You're not having any, Haley?
No, I need to get back.
Well, thanks for all your help.
No problem. See ya.
See you later.
See ya.
Girls, what I wanted to say was, I know I've been neglecting this place recently, what with, well, one thing and another, but What I really wanted to say was, I'm very proud of all of you. Not only did you meet the deadline, but you did some real quality work. Thanks.
Right, I want you back at 2 o'clock sharp. Set your alarms.
Hey, what's happening? We haven't shut down, have we?
Just the opposite. Saved Baldwin's skin.
Yeah, and Linda's.
I'm doing that. Now, hang on a minute. We've been working our butts off here to get that order out. You can't just... Oh, well, that is great.
What's the matter?
Reuben. He's just cancelled all the contracts.
But he can't. We've already done the work.
But he has. And apparently he's never going to use us again. He said he phoned last week. Nobody returned his call. What do you mean he did?
He left a message, yeah.
Then why the hell didn't you phone him back?
Because I didn't want anything more to do with him.
He's our biggest contractor. How could you not have anything more to do with him?
Did he say why he'd cancelled?
Yeah, he left some cock and bull story. But we all know the real reason why, don't we?
Sorry, Mike.
Sorry? I'm not interested in sorries. You've really excelled yourself this time. Without that order, we're ruined.
I'm so sorry, Mike. I never meant for any of this to happen.
I put my whole life into this place. Do you realise how long it took to establish a reputation? No, of course you don't. You didn't put your sweat and your guts into it like I did. You came along at the end, and I let you flounce around with your little bit of power. I must have been crazy.
What are you gonna do?
Phone me other contacts. See if I can offload that order onto them. I'm not giving up without a fight.
I could ring Reuben, or even go round and talk to him. I can sort this out, I know I can.
And how do you expect to do that? By throwing yourself at him again? You're so good, sweetheart. I think he'd be interested.
Don't, Mike.
Why not? Why shouldn't I rub your nose in it? You created this mess. Oh, no, it's good quality stuff, and I'm offering it you at a knockdown price. No, it's just that we found we had more than we needed, that's all. So what do you reckon? Oh, OK, well, your loss, not mine. See ya.
No luck?
Nah. People can tell when you're desperate. They can smell it a mile away. Can't even get any new contracts. You know, I wouldn't put it past that Reuben to have bad-mouthed us.
So what now?
Oh, we'll look through the books. See how much you've got to play with. Don't think it'll be much.
Still got to pay the girls their overtime, too.
You've got to be joking. If I don't sell that order, the only thing I'll be handing out is P45s.
Mike, isn't there anything I can do?
Yes. Get out of my sight.
Oh! Could hardly drag myself out of bed.
Still, just look at your pay packet. It'll all be worth it.
Yeah, I'm going to put it towards an honeymoon.
Oh.
Pretty good last night, weren't we, Lind?
We were. Them needles were going up and down that fast.
They were a blur. I reckon we could get ourselves in the Guinness Book of Records, you know.
How are the books?
Not so good. Looks like some of them have got to go.
But they'll be gutted. They've all worked so hard.
Yeah, I know.
So when are you going to tell them?
I'm not telling them. You are. You can tell them when they finish work tonight.
They'll want to know why Reuben cancelled.
Yeah. You can tell them that as well. Well, go on then.
Girls, can I have a word before you go? It's not good news, I'm afraid. Reuben's pulled out. He's cancelled the order.
After all that work, why?
Yeah, why?
It's not your fault. The work you done was brilliant. And it's not Mike's fault either. He's worked his guts out too.
So whose fault is it? Because there's definitely something going on. First he disappears, then you shut up shop. Come on, what's it all about?
Well, the fact is, while Mike was away...
It doesn't matter why. The problem is what we're going to do about it. I'm going to have to make cutbacks, so I'll get straight to the point. I'm going to have to lay some of you off.
I just don't understand why Harvey Rubin cancelled that order. I mean, it's not like the goods weren't up to scratch.
I know. Oh, wait, damn hard to get that order out on time.
Oh, well, that's just business, I suppose.
How can you say that? Our jobs are on the line.
No. You're all right. Last in, first out. So that'll be you and me then, won't it?
I wonder what they're talking about.
Dunno, love. Judging by the look on Baldwin's face, it's not good news.
Linda, look, I know I was the last one hired, but, well, we're old mates, aren't we?
You know, if it was up to me, I'd keep you on.
Yeah, but you will put in a good word, though, eh?
Don't worry. I'll make sure you're okay.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, well, I bet Ryan won't be getting his marching orders, will he?
Won't be the only one, either.
I feel sick.
No, yeah, tell me about it.
Well, it looks like we lose the last three we took on.
But that means Karen.
It's the fairest way.
She's one of the best machinists we've got.
Business is business.
Can't we draw names out of a hat or something?
What, and risk pulling Haley's out? No way.
But I as good as promised her, Mike.
Yeah, well, that's tough, isn't it? Come on, then. Let's get this over and done with. Right, ladies, listen up. There's no easy way of doing this, but I'm afraid I've got no choice. Now, I want you to know there's no reflection on your work. The staff will let go are guaranteed excellent references with some small financial compensation.
Just get on with it.
So it's Jean, Bobby and Karen. If you'd like to step in my office, the rest of you can take an early lunch.
Oh, well, that's it, I suppose. I'm so sorry. What am I going to do?
Nah, I can't do this to us.
John's hand.
No, it's okay.
I don't know what to say.
Well, there's nothing to say, really, is there? Don't cue, here I come.
Oh, it's all right.
Thing is, Mr. Baldwin, me and Roy can manage with what we take at Calf. Like Sir Bobby need money more than we do.
You're one of my best workers. I'm not prepared to let you go.
Well, once things pick up again, you could always give me my job back.
You are staying, and that is my final word.
Thanks for nothing. Nice to know who your mates are.
Listen, Karen, I really...
I don't know you can hold your head up high. Why should we have to pay? Just because you go and put it about a bit?
Now, listen here.
No, do you know what? I've got a really good mind to let everyone know exactly who's to blame for this mess.
Look, just give me a day or two. I'll make sure you get your job back, I promise.
You said that before.
I'll work on Mike. I just need a bit more time, that's all.
Linda would have something to do with it.
It's her that should be sacked, not us.
Yeah, well, I reckon we've got a case for unfair dismissal.
Too right, love. I won't let them get away with it.
Sneaky cow.
No, she's got it coming to her. I'll tell you that.
Hey up, talk of the devil.
Maybe we should go home, Mike.
We're not going anywhere. We've got as much right to be here as they have.
Look at her. Lady Muck.
Les, just leave it. She's not worth it.
No, I'm going to tell her just what I think of her.
Les, will you let it be?
I just don't get it. You're the one who drops your drawers. And it's them girls who lose out. Tell me, where's the justice in that?
Shut your mouth or I'll shut it for you.
You want to keep her on a tighter lead. She'll drop her drawers anywhere given half the chance.
I warned you.
Mike, don't. Let's go home.
If you were half a man, you'd give them girls their jobs back and sort her out instead.
Right. Bobby, you got your job back.
What?
Janice, you're sacked instead. And you've got your bird-brain husband to thank for that. Come on, let's go.
I can't hang around here. I've got to get my stuff ready for the bingo tonight.
You are staying until you get me my job back.
I was right, though, wasn't I? This place is on short time because that wife of Baldwin's could not keep her legs together.
If you don't want to sleep on the settee again tonight, you better play a blinder.
Mike, Linda, morning.
Morning.
He wants to apologise.
Right, go on then.
About the other night. I was out of order. I'm sorry.
Right, well, don't you think you ought to apologise to my wife as well?
Sorry, Linda.
Right, that's it then.
Can she have a job back then?
No. There's a bus leaving for the job centre in a couple of minutes.
You what? Have a good mind to...
Oh, no, you haven't. All you've got is a big mouth. Now push off.
Sorry.
So you should be. I have just humiliated myself and out. Thanks to you.
Bit early for 11s, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I smoked my breakfast, so I thought I ought to eat something. Cheese and onions are healthy, aren't they?
Are you sorry, you know?
Bet you are and all.
Yeah, well, Linda, I need me job, love.
Probably a lot more than I needed your Les shouting the odds about my private life in pub.
Yeah, I know. But it's not him that's going to suffer.
I'll do my best, Janice. But as you can imagine, I don't have much influence over Mike at the minute.
Out I can get you, Janice.
Well, I would ask you for a big roll of sticky tape for our Leslie's gob, if it weren't too late.
What time's Adam's train getting?
About 3:30.
Well, the least you can do is take the rest of the day off. He'll expect it.
Yes, I know he will.
Can't just dump him soon as he gets here.
You're right.
It's only a couple of hours. I'll keep notes on everything that happens here. Every phone call, every message, everyone that goes to the toilet, how long they stay there.
All right, don't keep on about it.
You can trust me, Mike.
Looks like I've got to. Glad to be home, son.
Yeah.
Well, you don't look it.
Yeah, well.
Look, if you've got a problem, tell me about it.
It's Duncan's family.
Why, what's wrong with them?
I just got a bit upset. You know, they reminded me of Mum. We used to always do stuff together.
Well, they didn't invite you for the weekend to be miserable.
I wasn't miserable. In a way, I wanted to stay there.
Why? They're strangers.
No, they're not. I've always knocked about with Duncan.
Well, you should have hung on for a couple of days. I wouldn't have minded. Not if you were enjoying yourself.
Duncan's got a brother and 2 sisters. You know, and a mum and dad.
Yeah, you said.
It's ages since I've stayed over. You know, with a proper family. It was fun.
What, with all that shouting and bawling and everyone on top of each other?
Yeah,
Well, you can shout and bawl at us now. This is where you belong.
I know.
Yeah. Here with me and, Linda. Ah. You're not asleep yet, then?
What time is it?
Oh, getting on for 11.
Where's Linda?
Oh, don't worry about her. She's gone out for a drink with one of her mates.
Doesn't she want to see me?
Yeah, of course she does. Look, why don't you go to bed, eh, and see her in the morning?
I missed you, Dad. I miss Linda, too.
I'm glad to hear that, son. Hi, Linda. Listen, I don't care where you are. Well, he's fine. Listen, if you can't be bothered to come home to see him, don't bother coming home at all, all right?
Hey, Dad, there's Linda. Dad said you weren't coming in today.
Did he now? He must be getting forgetful in his old age. Anyway, what you doing standing on steps, Barlow? Should have brewed up by now. What do you think we'd pay you for? Do you know what? I had no idea you were so petty. I turned me back for 2 minutes and you're gone without me. Am I not good enough to sit in your car now?
You said it.
Mike, this is ridiculous. We can't carry on like this. Adam's going to notice.
Adam's fine. You just stay away from him and stay away from me.
Not the forgiving type, your husband.
You found any work yet?
No, why would I need another job? I've got an husband who's mad about me and loves supporting me. You're fun with your gussets, though, eh?
I never thought the day would come when I'd agree with Norris Cole, but you don't want to go to New Zealand.
Don't I?
Of course you don't. If you did, you wouldn't be sitting here asking my advice. You'd go.
Maybe I'm weighing up my options.
Excuse me. Hello. Well, I'm in the pub. Well, he's having his tea with Barlow. I don't care if you have been cooking all afternoon. Just stick it where the sun doesn't shine. Oh, shut it then. Bye. Sorry about that.
Trouble?
That's her middle name. Wish she'd disappeared to New Zealand.
You don't mean that.
Don't I?
Mike, is this what you really want? Another marriage over? Your fourth?
I'm a successful businessman. Can't be good at everything.
Don't do anything rash. It gets harder, you know, being on your own. Submerging yourself in your work, spending your evenings in this place. Linda could just be your last chance. I think Anthony was mine.
That puts us both in the same boat then, doesn't it?
Morning, Mike. Usual?
Yeah, please.
Listen, it's Linda, and I thought I might pop round later.
I don't know and I don't care. As far as I'm concerned, she can drop dead. Put the change in the charity box, will you?
Married bliss.
Hmm?
You look like the bottom's dropped out of the underwear market. Sorry. So what's up? You don't look like your usual sparky self, Michael.
And that's your business, is it?
Whoa. Okay. It's just a little comment that you made about Linda earlier. Everything all right? Just very well timed as far as I'm concerned, really. Gina's got this idea of moving in with me. She's got this romantic notion of like two people living together.
And that includes all the affairs there as well, does it?
You what?
Ah, forget it. It's nothing.
I don't think you should use Mike and Linda as role models, that's all. Any road. It's probably nothing serious. Everyone has niggles.
Not like this.
What do you mean?
Mike caught Linda in bed with Harvey Rubin.